Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another episode of B is for Build. In today's episode, we're in the paint booth because it's time to start painting. So we got a little bit more body work to do on things like our rear bumper needs a little bit of repair, our quarter panel needs a little bit of repair, and then we got to finish off the work on all the wide body kit, stuff like that, and then we're going to try and set everything up and get all the pieces that need paint primered today. So that's what we're going to be working on, a little DIY painting. Cross your fingers and stay tuned. Hey, this is Chris from the future in a hotel room in California. Some of the stuff that I just said isn't gonna happen. Before I get down to work, I want to take a second out to thank our sponsor. Today's episode is sponsored by Skillshare. You guys have heard me talk about Skillshare before, but if you need a little refresher, what Skillshare is, this is an online community for creators. They have over 25,000 different courses and things like design and business and photography, all sorts of great things. Skillshare represents a philosophy that I can 100% get behind. The idea is that you jump on there and find the things that are interesting to you to help you expand on a skill set that you're interested in or chase a new dream that you want to do, follow a passion. There are so many courses on there that are developed by professionals with experience in that field, and they're developed to help you learn more about that skill set that you're interested in. I've taken courses about things that I used to do professionally, user experience design and different coding courses. I've looked at courses for cinematography and photography to try and help make the channel better, and they're just really spot on, and I think it's a good way to learn and to be taught, inexpensive way to go about it, and you really get a good bang for your buck with it. Skillshare has given away a free 2-month unlimited access trial to the first 500 people that click the link down below in the description, and after the first 2 months, it's just around $10 a month. It's a new year. If your New Year's resolution was to stop playing Fortnite and learn how to make Fortnite, that's my Skillshare slogan. I really like it. I came up with that. Anyways, if you want to learn how to make Fortnite, hit the link in the description, guys. Don't miss out. First 500 people will get a free 2-month trial. All right, let's get started. A lot of people commented that we should do something cool with the exposed carbon fiber, and originally I was like, man, I don't know if I really want to do that. We could always just put a decal over the paint or anything like that. But after the amount of whining in the last 2 episodes, I thought, you know what, screw it. Let's just trigger everyone and go all out. I think this will be pretty cool, actually. So we've got B is for Build right here, decaled in. What we're going to do is we're going to continue to do our body work, our cleanup and everything like that. We'll primer over that, we'll base coat, we'll mid coat over that, and then we're going to peel it all up, exposing the raw carbon fiber, and then we will spray our clear coat on top of that. And what you'll see is a white panel with B is for Build written in carbon fiber on it, showing the true nature of the panel underneath, which is carbon, which is going to be pretty fun. So the next thing I got to do is a little bit of sanding. I'm going to sand this thing up a little bit, and then I'm going to throw some high fill primer on here so we can start working at some of the smaller areas. Well, this did not go well for me, and I didn't expect it. Okay, so once I started spraying the first coat over it, everything started showing through like this. You could see the pattern of the weave, and at every cross section between the two pieces of the weave, there's a low spot. This stuff has, I don't know, 2 or 3 coats on it. Some other spots have more or less. Up here's got a lot. They were over like a mil thickness. So the whole panel, I don't know if the camera's focusing on that as well. It looks like that. So I thought, okay, maybe I need to throw 1 coat on, sand, and then spray again. I tried that, and we still ended up with this crazy speckling. And I mean, we're talking thousands of pinholes here. I tried using about a half of a can, sanding everything down, and then shooting over it again. And what we ended up with, which I'm pretty sure the camera's not going to be able to see, is this, it's really interesting where the low spots are still quite pronounced because they're just not really getting filled in. And then again, still getting lots and lots of pinholes. So I think that this could be finished. I do think it could be finished if you sprayed on like a 3 mil high fill primer, maybe, or a 4 mil high fill primer or something. They make stuff that's for like hail damage repair and stuff like that. And then you went towards sanding it all back off. But with the amount of bends and the amount of crevices this thing has, I mean, man, is that I don't know. I don't think that I think it would take tens of hours, I mean, days and days and days to get this panel to be something that could be painted with an OEM paint and a high gloss finish and look right. I think what this panel was more made to do was to stay raw carbon, because if you were to throw another layer of resin on this and let that go ahead and gloss over, that would come out pretty smooth. And then if you were to maybe sand that back and then just spray clear on this thing, you'd have yourself a great panel. But in my situation, I can't do that because I need it to be white. And now I'm stuck in like a huge problem. I mean, this is crazy. It takes one pinhole to really mess up a paint job or really annoy somebody. And I've got hundreds of thousands, millions.
Well, this one's gone sideways on me, hasn't it? Thought I had a quarter panel solution, slipped right away. I'm super tired of all this quarter panel nonsense. I think I've got an idea. I checked some of my old emails and a Facebook contact. I've got an idea. I'll check back in with you early tomorrow morning. All right, it's like 7:30 a.m. It's freezing cold outside. Early in the morning, because we got a 650-mile drive between me and my new quarter panel. Let's get it. About 100 miles in, and I just stopped for the first fill up, and I just remembered how bad of gas mileage this FJ gets. With the 33-inch tires on here, the miles just went really bad. I'm tracking it on this next fill up, and I'll let you guys know, but I also need to remember to try and get all the gas I can in Oregon, because it's way more expensive in California. Driving through some pretty cool weather right now, actually. I don't know if you guys will be able to see that, but it's like foggy, and then everything's frozen. I haven't got to see the snow yet at all this year, so I'm really looking forward to some snow on the mountain pass. Not too much, just a little bit. Just made a quick fuel stop in Grants Pass. We're almost to the mountain range. I gotta say, it's not looking good for snow. Kind of bummed on that. But anyways, 13 gallons of gas got us 173 miles. Let's do some quick maths here. 13.3 miles to the gallon. It's exactly what the M5 gets. Not great. All right. See you later, Oregon. Oregon has no quarter panels for me. Hello, California. Time to ditch the beanie, get the hat, go to Disneyland. Literally not even a mile into California, and it's already on fire again. When you cross through from Oregon into California, there's like a checkpoint that all the cars have to stop at, and they check for fruits and vegetables, but I don't eat any of those things, so this should be pretty quick. Nope. See ya. We're in Wairika, the proud home of Liquorland. There was exhibit here. I heard you like semi-trucks, so I put a semi-truck on your semi-truck on your semi-truck. Okay, all right. The proud home of Liquorland. Well, we will be trying to find some fun liquor for weird hotel room liquor review. B is for Build's second longest liquor tradition. Liquorland was a great success, but that's for tonight. And there will be no more driving. Now, I gotta get back on the road. I gotta get to the Bay Area before it gets too late. I don't wanna get stuck in rush hour. A couple hours later, I have arrived. This is a Facebook Marketplace deal. So the thought has crossed my mind that this may be the last quarter panel I ever look for, and I might end up in a freezer later. But I have taken the precautions. I've texted Chelsea where I'm at. I don't know if she'll read that text, but if I don't text back, they'll know which freezer to check. Let's go see this quarter panel.
All right, I did not end up in somebody's freezer. Great results. People are super, super nice. And it turns out it's actually more than just a quarter panel, which I'll show you later, but it comes with some other good bits and pieces. But the unfortunate part is that I have to sit like super leaned up front, like super close to the steering wheel, because it's taking up too much space. If I take the headrest off, I can lean backwards. But then if I get in a car wreck, like I get rear-ended or I stop really fast, I think the quarter panel will chop my head off. So I'm gonna choose the uncomfortable route. Anyways, I think it's time to go get dinner. I'm feeling like wings. I don't know why, but I had a craving for the Who wings. It's kind of a tradition when I stop in Sacramento to come here, but I was just craving the traditional style, like crispy wing that's breaded. Had to get it. All right, the Who wings were just as good as I remember them. I really only get to eat them when I'm here and when I'm in Vegas, so I figured might as well jump on the experience. But now, let's talk about this quarter panel. So, this is a Nissan, like an OEM original part that was ordered into the factory, it's not just the quarter panel though. It comes with some stuff that goes into the trunk, so it goes way far down over here. The whole taillight housing right back here, and then this other the back piece that wraps around. That, remember the one that I plugged over here, goes over there, and then it has this other piece here as well. So it's a bunch of other stuff. This was on the Facebook Marketplace by a couple of really smart people. Shout out to the guy Steven who helped me find this. But some really smart people, somebody that they knew worked at the Nissan dealership, and when it was getting shipped, a little tiny chunk of the sheet metal way up there, I can't really show it to you, but I'll show it to you when I do the install. A little tiny like two square inch piece got bent during shipping, and Nissan threw it out. They threw it in their dumpster, so they ran and grabbed it and then put it on the Nissan market, or put it on the Facebook Marketplace. They listed it at $1,700. I talked them down to $800, so I got it over half off. Quite a deal, which is why I like jumped right in the car and just drove straight down. We've driven 700 miles tonight. Quite a day, but we've got this amazing quarter panel, and I'm super, super excited to be able to install this. Off to the hotel. Oh, Jesus. This room smells like stale Cheetos and balls. I think I'd rather have a smoking room over this. We are on a road trip, and that means it's everyone's favorite time, Weird Hotel Liquor Review. But I seem to have bought way too much. We're not going to drink nearly all of this. We're going to be taking little sips. This is going to be like a wine tasting for sophisticated people, but with liquor. And not sophisticated liquor. For anybody that's wondering how my finger's been doing, when I started moving stuff to grab, the last 2 days it's swollen up like really, really badly, and it was hot and it hurt, so I figured it's infected and it was a problem. And then I started moving the quarter panel and it exploded and pus went flying everywhere. And it feels a lot better now, so I think my body's won the fight of the infection. Okay, let's get started. Liquor review. What if I could start a channel just doing liquor review? I'd be the happiest YouTuber in the world. I feel like these are actually in a pretty good order to go through them, so I'm going to start with the Patron coffee liqueur, and I'll work my way down the line, and then I'm going to try and organize them from best to worst or something. Just see if anything jumps out at me. Sounds expensive. This guy's straight up coffee tequila, so if you are a freak and you want to get your tequila on with your coffee on, like in the morning or something, it's a pretty lively taste. I could see that becoming a thing though, because like the Irish coffees are a little played out and stuff like that, like people tequila, Mexican coffee, tequila. 99 proof liquor, root beer flavored. Keep this away from the kids. It's way too easy to drink. It's basically Everclear. Tastes like root beer. If you find your 14-year-old with this, ground them forever. That's dangerous. That's dangerous to the children. That's like candy flavored cigarettes. Next up I bought, just because of the ridiculousness of the labeling, Serpent's Bite apple cider flavored whiskey, and this was kept chilled. So I'm guessing it's gonna be a sweet one. Tastes like apple garbage mixed with whiskey. Give that one a hard pass. Stolchnaya cucumber vodka. I think this is just gonna be like some stuff for fancy people, really. Really cucumbery. That's extremely cucumbery. It's really pretty mellow, actually. It's 37.5%, so it's still pretty much just vodka. Good for any cucumber drink. Next, you gotta love, just for the neon green color and the labeling, I love this color. I want a car in this color and the labeling. You know, Captain Morgan's, we were actually in talks to sponsor the channel about a Relax Responsibly campaign or something like that. It never went through, but if anybody from Captain Morgan's is watching, I'm still here. Oh, that's good. Caribbean rum with natural flavor. Oh yeah, oh, apple, green apple. Put this one on the dangerous aisle. Keep it away from your kids, it's too damn tasty. You could have some mistakes with that one. Very good. Next up is, but if things weren't bad enough for the kids already, butterscotch Everclear. I had to try it. They didn't sell it in the small thing, so I had to buy a big old thing of it. This reminds me of the holidays. This is Christmas. Oh my God. All right, so what I said before about all these ones being dangerous for children, just take that out of your mind. This is the most dangerous thing for kids on the streets right now, period. It tastes like butterscotch and it is Everclear. This is 49.5% alcohol. Wait, is Everclear 180 proof or is it 100 proof? I gotta Google it. I think I'm wrong here. Okay, I'm wrong, so I apologize to all you guys that are probably yelling at your TV like, how do you not know? It's been a while since I drank Everclear. Everclear goes all the way up to about 190 proof, meaning that it's almost 100% alcohol. This is 50% alcohol, which is still a little bit more than your average 40% pure alcohol. So it's a little bit worse, but it's not that much worse, but it's still super dangerous. All right, on to the big boys. Chelsea told me about this drink called a buttery nipple recently. I had no idea what it was, but I found the split shots for it, which you guys know from the other liquor reviews. Let's give this one a go. I'm excited. If it's anything like this stuff, it's fantastic. Well, that's fantastic. Only 20% alcohol though, so that's like drinking wine. So this one is the Buzzball Sinners Apple Fire. We're wanting to try this new flavor out. I haven't had this one before. I forgot to shake it. Ooh, that's good. That's really good. It's got a good cinnamon flavor with not too much sugar. So if you're not like a Fireball fan or a cider with Fireball fan, this is just kind of like nice and cinnamon with a little bit of rum, and it's good. Our last twisted shot for the day is a B52. I don't know what's in a B52. Orange and coffee. That one's okay. Not as good as the buttery nipple. Last but not least, the Buzzball Choc Teas. It's a chocolate drink. I like a good chocolate martini. Not gonna lie. Ooh, I think I might have had this one before, but I think in Oregon they only sell them 15% alcohol. These are 20% alcohol. Those of you guys that watch the Twitch stream know that I actually hit up Buzzball. I've been trying to contact them to do a sponsorship, BS for Build. I think it'd be hilarious. Cletus has Mountain Dew. We could have Buzzballs. I don't see why not. I think I'm a great representative of the balls. If anybody knows anybody at Buzzball, just let them know. I would love to talk to them. All right, guys. Well, yesterday we started and we had a really weird quarter panel situation. That being a sponsored part, I really do want to explain thoroughly that. I think that part, if you were to spray 2 to 3 layers of clear, like 2 heavy or 3 just normal layers of clear, you'd probably have a good self level on that and you'd probably have a great looking panel. Or definitely if you were to do 1 layer of resin and then clear over it, you'd have a great looking carbon fiber panel. But if you're in a situation like me where you want that to look OEM with like OEM paint on it, I don't think that that's the panel for you to start with, because I had a really, really tough time filling some of those pinholes with primer. So day later, just chase one down on the marketplace. This is the BS for Build style. If you guys remember on the M5, that was one of our best budget builds ever. I drove up and down the West Coast a lot, but we ended up with a really, really, really cheap M5, which was a great deal. So now I'm gonna kick back in this smelly foot that is a hotel room and edit today's episode. And tomorrow we are going to head up we're in the neighborhood, so I figured just stop by, hit up the Exotic Auto Parts Recyclers. I don't know if that's their name. I guess it's recycling parts. Yeah, it sounds like the wrong term when everything costs like $1,000 or more. But anyways, we're gonna check that out, and I'll bring you guys along. I'm gonna show you everything I can without giving away the next build, but ours gets parts from theirs if you want to hint. So we're gonna check those out tomorrow morning, and then we're gonna head back home, and then we'll get back to primering and continue on with the episode that we had planned for today. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe. The buzz balls may have got to me. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Come on.